What is that? I may need to go up there and grab my one thing that I have. Okay, guys. So I wanted to come on here and I wanted to I wanted you guys to make sure that y'all looked at my Exodus video, full moon Exodus video. Make sure y'all go and check that out, as well as support me on Ko-fi, okay, if you want, okay? You don't have to, you don't. All of the information is going to be there. Now, first of all, for me to say Exodus, honestly, who in the hell should even take it seriously? Like, it's not that serious. But then again, it kind of is, because anybody can pick up a Bible and form a group of people and, do stuff like that. Look at Jim Crow, or who's that? Who's that one guy? Anyway, not Jim Crow. Is it Jim Crow? Okay, so anywho, um, I want you guys to check that out, because I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, and I will not continue. Like, literally, nah. I don't care how many new people they find to, you know what? I'm going to trust in God. I'm going to trust in my spirits to just not. I cannot do this crud or, and trust me, it's literally like Fort Knox. Like, for example, if there is some kind of corrupt team in social media or YouTube that is trying to bind us to that group, they're fucked up. They don't have the fucking authority. We are done. Cut off at the fucking neck. Been cut off at the fucking neck. Done. I'm done. Do y'all understand me? I am fucking done. This shit, like, literally, do y'all know that I overcame that bullshit in like 2018? It does not fucking matter that I made the mistake of meeting someone. I was fucking raped. If you want to accept rape as a way of life, then hey, hey, I am innocent. I do not have to. In fact, I'm going to tell you guys something. My fury and my fucking rage for the fact that for the past goddamn 9 or 10 months, I have had to talk about this bullshit to family members. I, me, me and my sons, we all deserve a goddamn break for life for the rest of our fucking lives. I don't give a fuck if I'm black. I don't give a fuck if they're black. No black man nor anybody has the right to fucking put me in some kind of social media goddamn fucking slavery. You're not gonna listen. Listen, my spirits have fucking had it. God has had it. Like, literally, no. No. And you know what? No. And I'm going to tell you something. If you expect me to continue to fucking respond, you're just fucking mentally fucking ill. I cannot. I cannot. And you know what? I don't give a shit who thought they were benefiting from it. I took back my time. I took back my vitality. I took back my energy. I took back all our fucking souls. Too bad that you invested in shit like that. Too bad. I had a vision of some kind of fucking movie that I saw where back when the colonizers was, I think it I think it was that movie Beloved. When those nasty ass fucking men were like forcing themselves on Oprah. No. How have I dealt with it? I'm a very powerful healing witch, Savannah shares. How you doing, hon? I'm a very powerful healing witch. That's how I dealt with it. And they know it. And they know it. That's how. And they tried to make me feel bad for it, that of which I never will. I am so disturbed by how so many black people in the name of religion are willing to sit and watch others go through that shit. Some fucking complete stranger can pick up a fucking Bible and try to decide your fucking fate. Trust me, I've been told, well, you know, it's because you're practicing that witchcraft that's happening. Nah. Nope, nope, nope. And no fucking Negroid is ever gonna fucking tell me that shit. That's exactly what the fuck you're gonna be to me. That's exactly what you're gonna be to me if you try to tell me that bullshit. I'm gonna tell you something. No. And you know what? I'm not gonna deal with it. But yeah, that's how. That's how. And thank God, even for people that judge me, that like that's some sick shit. Like ill. Like I don't like honestly, my mind, exactly, my mind, Savannah, literally just floats off somewhere else. I swear I performed miracles because if that would have happened to anybody else, God only knows, you know. So basically, I made the video. It's uploaded, and I am not going to do any more work. The work is done. It's been done. Doesn't matter how many new people they add to come after me. Savannah, I'm telling you, girl, I saw the picture of you with the witch's hat. I like that. I saw that picture of you. So if you need any tips, let me know. Because that dude that I don't want to even insult him, I don't want to say anything that he can latch onto. The one that's beefing with Rio from Benton Harbor, he never stops. Even if you stop for months, he will continue to share your photographs, say your name, speak your name. He is a parasite. He is never going to stop. Neither is Mike. So listen, I gave the advice yesterday that probably eventually I will get a restraining order. Right now, I'm busy. If spirit and God does not lead me to do that, I go with spirit. I'm not going to go out of my way to do, because I work. I work sometimes 12 hours per day. I am on call, literally on call with the job that I do, that I work in addition to running my business. What the? Now, I'm going to tell you something. It's too much. I'm telling you, they're, oh my God. They just don't stop. They just don't stop. Yeah, they don't. They don't stop. So my suggestion, if I were to go back and critique myself, it would have been to invest in a lot of different crystals, stop responding, and get a restraining order. A cease and desist does not work. It doesn't work on them. Anybody in social media that won't stop talking about you or bringing up your name, you can get a restraining order against them, especially if it is tied to something like them. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I have done a lot of the legal work because throughout the years, in every county that I have lived in for the past 13 years, I have filed a police report against those people as a group and individually. So I can't, you know, I can't anymore. Like the time that I spend on here, like I have, like if I want to, I can spend up to 8 hours a day dealing with those people, staying vigilant. It's time to stop. And you know what? If people want me to deal with them, and I'm only dealing with them on the level of abolishing them, getting them off of social media, and doing the legal footwork, because I'm telling you, those people, the one thing that I did do was work to make sure that nobody innocent got killed. Nobody. Because those people are unhinged and they become unhinged. And it's so negative. So that's it, because I'm just like, oh my God. I think it was, no, it was back in 2023 when old girl came to my house brandishing a gun. That was when I said, oh my God, oh my goddess, don't let nobody innocent be murdered while those people are literally being like this. Uh-uh. And I'm trying to figure out why YouTube even allows them to have a freaking algorithm. Like, it's the same thing where, like, and it's very disturbing, but if y'all notice, for some reason, all of a sudden, people on Facebook, people on Instagram filming live them unaliving people are themselves. Like, I'm thinking, is social media sacrificing these people? So years ago, I talked to my spirit guides about that. I said no, and you know what? You got to protect yourself from these CEOs of the, and I don't care if they're listening. You can listen all day and night. Let me tell you something. It makes no sense, and they're so lax about it. Like, oh yeah, oh well, it's just a no, no, and it isn't. It's extremely insane. I, for one, personally would. It's almost like they're sitting back trying to watch a snuff film or something. It's really bizarre. Like, how do you flag something that is a pornographic image of yourself, and the person that's doing it is able to continuously allow copies of it to be uploaded to the website? How? You guys are supposed to be preventing that, YouTube. You know what? It is what it is. If God is willing, I will get a high powered attorney that will take care of YouTube, and I'll get a couple of $1 million. I will put it to the side. I will put up half of the proceeds, because I don't care about having millions of dollars. As long as I earn my salary, I know how to save. I'm good. Get a couple of million, however million I can get for damages. I will put half of it in a fund that will fund disadvantaged women and their children, and men too, because I wouldn't leave them out. Because right now, all I know is that this channel has to be focused on my craft and my healing. It does. Period. End of story. Now, if people want me to focus my attention on them, donate to the Ko-fi. If there are sizable donations on there, then I will take time out of my day. I will get supplies, because I can already tell you it's going to take pounds and pounds and pounds and pounds of a lot of different energies to deal with them. Ongoing investment in the earth, ongoing. Um, then I can do it. Otherwise, I cannot. I cannot. And I've pretty much, like, just because they come out here and say my name does not mean that they have a connection with me. That doesn't mean that I'm listening. That's why they always say, and she's listening, and I haven't heard that in a while, because I don't listen to them. Savannah, do yourself a favor and stop listening to them. Stop. Like, I don't know what you get out of it, but I'm just saying, you just seem like a decent person. You seem like a nice person. In particular, like that, just get out, like, pull your consciousness out of that, and just, because I went through a lot. I did. I remember one time I was sitting on the floor at my house, and literally all of a sudden it felt like birds were flying around in my head. Like, it literally, like, it was, and I had to listen to brain healing frequencies to ground myself. And that was when I realized, I said, my God. And it's not that they're powerful, it's very negative. It's very negative. Like you can't, like it's very, and it's gotten difficult to transmute their negativity. Yeah, good. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, because they go too far. They don't have no limits as to where they will go with it. And it's just not fair. It isn't. Yeah, I would leave it alone. Personally, like at this point, when I look at my life, back at my life before those people, I look at a lot of videos and emails and stuff just to capture the essence. So peaceful. So peaceful. Then it elevated and escalated when I did meet up with somebody. He fooled me. He tricked me. He did. So what? So what? Doesn't mean that I have to be caught up in that for the rest of my life. When I think back of my life then, like it was peaceful, I would be sitting there at night and sometimes I'd have a glass of wine and I'd be listening to Shiva and like there like or songs Shiva that I have been desperately trying to find. They were saved on my other computer because like I can't find them, and it just was so peaceful. Life was so peaceful even then. Yeah, it's not. No, it's not. You know what I mean? No. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that was one thing that and I just don't get what that's about. Like, what type of person thinks that committing sex crimes against women gives them power? Like, I'm not a feminist, but I know my power as a woman, straight up and down. That is horrible. And to just continue but you know what? Men like them have been getting away with stuff like that for the longest. And I've got the antidote. I've got the antidote for real because they use a lot of misogyny, sexism, and just brute force. And we're not going to have that. No, no. That's horrible. That's horrible. And literally are trying to attack constantly so that justice never happens. So there are real crimes that are being committed, real things that are being done. And I think that at this point, judging from the way people speak about it, is that they do take it seriously because the physical threat, I think that some of them actually do try to bring in like a social, spiritual threat or whatever. But please believe that there's been thought that has been put into it, and it's time to move on, and we've done the work. Oh yeah, thank you, Savannah. I'm not used to being treated like that, but I have a passion for what I do, and I'm not going to let nobody stop me. I'm not, and when I left Georgia last year, like the new beginning started, and they literally tried to sabotage me. Like, can you imagine, like, when I got back home, my grandbobby, I call him my grandbobby, he was like 3 months old, 4 months. Yeah, he was like 4 months old. And he's like just this little baby, but he's like a tank, right? He's like big and healthy, and I'm just like picking him up. Can you like I wouldn't even let any of those people be in the same room as any of my kids or grandkids. Like, why is there an association that does not fit in to my picture? And it never has. And I wish that my other channel was up because people would really know me. Like, if y'all could see the Terry Cloud 97 channel, which I wish that we could bring that channel back, y'all would really know me. Like, know who I am. Like, I'm just like, and it does pull on your essence. It fragments you. It does. It fragments you. And then, especially for me, along with the spiritual work that I do and the very real spiritual battles that I face, I don't have room for that. I don't. And I really never have, but it kind of, what I began to battle with was them feeding this false egregore, feeding it. And they tried to, and spirit caught them on that a long time ago. So now it's kind of like, oh, okay, they keep feeding their sayings, their lies. And that's something that with the thought form, yeah, we got that in the bag. We like literally, like, we know exactly what needs to be done. So if anybody is doing it to you, know, just like constant repetitive words, phrases that they say, if you're dealing with something like that, especially not just if you're innocent, but god dang, those people have the right to trap you for the rest of your life on maybe a minor mistake that you made. Notice how they gaslight, and it'll be something, they'll try to turn it into something bigger or twist it or tangle it. So yeah, something like that, a thought form or either a consciousness or an energy that a group of people or even a person by themselves is trying to create against you, we know how to deal with it. Okay. They exaggerated, they, and basically, like, it's just, it's very ridiculous. It really is, especially the hypocrisy. Oh, you're fighting racism and you're trying to fight racism while literally they're doing the bidding of real racists, betrayers, like literally, like, and they've been trying to like activate Voltron on it like for years. Like, it's just been like, my God. And you know what? Rio is right about what he said about, oh boy, A, that guy that lives in Columbus, Georgia. He ain't no good, and neither is my. They're no good. They're no good. They're no good for nobody. I'm telling you. Like, I would never be cool with any of them. Don't ever, don't even, like, what the hell is wrong with them just leaving you alone? There is no working it out. There is no. And so that's just the way it's going to be. So if y'all want me to, like, I'm talking about, like, literally sit down and do a lot of focused work on them and take my time to do that. Like, I've done it already. Like, I can show you guys totem poles that I've done on them, in particular because of the link between me and Mike that has been broken. There is no more, like, literally they tried to use that as a way of attaching themselves to me, and then trying to hurt me, and I just, you know, I don't like any of it, and I don't want to be associated with it. If I am known for it, I am not known for nothing that they say about me. I am known for overcoming something that was meant to destroy me, straight up and down, in the story. And they never will be able to, because that was just absolutely horrifying. Like, the fact that they actually had an intention of, I believe that they were trying to murder me. I'm not even going to lie. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I think that they would drive certain people crazy to get them to unalive me. Mm-mm. All that crazy, oh, we're hazing and, oh, don't you want to be a part of our group? Nope. 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 And no, they have, like, you'll hear them saying, I'm the one who got you popping, but your audience, they are there for, like, they completely got my channel blacklisted. I want the channel to come back and I want to start rebuilding my following in social media. They're constantly flagging, constantly flagging. They'll get what they deserve for that. My channel will still grow back to where it should be. You know what I mean? They try to make it seem like, oh, well, I'm a part of your buzz. No, you're not. Because I built this channel without that. I built this channel on focusing on my craft and my readings. And I wish to do that again. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it never stops. It never stops. It doesn't. And let it hurt them. They're like, for me, they're only hurting themselves as far. Did you tell? Hey, did you get? Yeah. I don't like the way they talk about children. I don't. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. And they will try to energetically harm people's children. Okay. Luckily, all of mine are safe and healthy. And because think about it, when you got a group of people like that, and some of them are trying to throw spiritual work, mm-mm. And they literally were. It was really weird. Like it reminded me of Sylvia. What was her name? Sylvia Likens. Like they were trying to Sylvia me. Like no. So. Mm-hmm. And all of that death and destruction and stuff. That was something that they started a long time ago. Death threats, saying, "Oh, why don't you go die somewhere? Why don't you go do this?" They started that, and so that's when I started throwing it back at them. Oh, you wishing death on me? Oh, okay. Death on you. You gonna lose a battle with a cancer. Um, Savannah, do you mind sharing your zodiac sign? No, I'm curious. If you don't, it's fine. I'm talking about jealous spirits, evil eye, fucking vagabond spirits, impoverished spirits, abusive spirits, low spirits. No, very negative, just double, triple, quadruple negative. And that's something that I would never attract to myself. And they want people to believe that. No, I would never attract people like that. That was, them people were kind of planted in social media to try to speak for me in the story. And they can't. Oh, Bella Demek said Cancer. Hey, oh, you're an Aquarius. My grandmother was an Aquarius, and my uncle that they were harassing is an Aquarius. So I could see how, depending on your chart, how you could, yeah, as a Cancer, because there's like old videos where you can literally see the change to where I was like, oh, no, 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 no. You people have got to go. And I'm not joking with y'all. It's on the Real Witches of, it's the Real Witches of the Midwest now. It was Real Witches of the South channel when I moved to the South. Changed it back to the Midwest. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. No, not like literally. It's on private, but you can tell where I'm like, uh-uh, uh-huh. No, no dice. Not dealing with this. And they have literally been trying to force it. Mm-mm. And basically, what they'll try to do is that what they tried to do to me was try to prove that they could mess up my body by making me look oblong shaped. I'm 5'4" tall. They're always elongating things that not that my nude body matter. I mean, you can tell what somebody's body looks like through their clothing. And it became an obsessory thing to where it was like this obsession by certain people associated with them to because and I put up the video and they were like, "Oh, that's photoshopped." There was not even AI photoshopped. So I started going live and showing, "Oh, you're doing some kind of filter." How when I'm live straight from my phone? So because I don't like how they try to artificial and we did something about all order. Okay, so there's people out there that will try the same thing that they do. So it's like as a whole, like any kind of artificial intelligence, like it has no power. Literally, you're done. You're done. No, thank you, and goodbye, and don't just leave it be. No more. You know what I mean? Cause And for me, I'm the type of person that I don't even want to think about them. Like, how do you think about something like that? Like, there's so many other things that are worth thinking about, you know? And you know what? Anybody that has any kind of redeeming human qualities about themselves that have made videos and got sucked into that, and if there's any way that you can be redeemed, I think that you can. And I think that you can go on to do amazing things and just be the person that you want to be. So, that's as long as Dot Bot, we'll call him Dot Bot because, he'll think, oh, if you call me the B word, I can talk about you and I can make up lies about you and say weird things about you. Dot Bot and the guy in Georgia that has been stalking me since I left. They are a dead end road. They wish nothing good for anybody in this world, not even themselves. And if you think I'm bullshitting, well, then pour all of your energy into them and you'll see what happens to you. Because trust me, I tried it and damn near got myself fucking killed. So there's no help for them. People will say, well, that's not true. And you can't condemn people. A, they condemn themselves. And so I don't see good thing. There's no and that's why they should be kicked. Nobody should ever let them get up. Stay down. Stay down. And literally euthanization to me is for the both of them. As far as energetically, like, no, hell no. No. Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what, Savannah? There's nothing wrong with the way that you look. And you know what? I don't know what your relationship with the whole BBC thing is, but I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what's it, you know what I'm saying? Just, I see you with just something better, somebody better, like, yeah, that's just me, that's how I see it. So, anyway, thank you for coming by. Make sure y'all take a look at that video. If y'all want me to do something about it, if y'all like, okay, I've had it. It's brain numbing. It is. It's weird. Then get at me, or on an individual basis, if but you just got to keep your mouth shut. Don't. And literally, like, they will do, like I can listen to Rio. I can, because he is in opposition of those two other guys. He's in opposition of them, and I have faith that he's never going to be cool with them again. And then the other one, I don't care if like this whole thing where they're trying to say that Ralph is on drugs or whatever. I wouldn't care if he has a drug of choice, or if he drinks his liquor. That's fine, but he's still talking good sense as long as there's no intention of hurting or harming me and my innocent children and grandchildren, because we have been through enough. Then yeah. Oh, I do. Trust me, I get very good sleep. I sleep very well. Trust me. But like, as far as like when they're setting up their little moves or whatever to get attention, it's like, I'd rather watch a movie. And I do. I watch a lot of Lifetime movies, and I just spend time working and focusing on my clients. And keep in mind, I do have a man. Like, he's just not in social media at all. Like, and his identity is not out there, and it never will be. It never will be. Okay? So, yeah, no. Mm-mm. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Otherwise, stay drama free, you guys. Just know that it's not just some drama. It's something far more sinister that lies beneath that situation, and people have to be careful. But I can't spend the rest of my life warning people. Like, I feel like the police and social media should have been done, did something about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, so I've linked, like, when they start campaigning again, because those are campaigns, they're lobbying. It's a campaign. They build up the energy and they campaign. I'm just going to simply share to my community wall this live stream, the video that I uploaded with my Ko-fi, and keep it moving. I cannot, no, no, yeah, yeah. Good night, everybody. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off of here, and actually, I'm not about to go to sleep. I am getting ready to snack and sit up here, but I am going to get some very good rest tonight. I am. I think it's going to rain in the morning, so that's pretty much it. Okay. Y'all stay safe out there in these YouTube streets, and I'm going to go. Okay. All right. Bye. Bye.